Welcome to Storyboard. I'm Shubhani Gharat, and this episode of the show is all about AI. First up, we have Daniel Hume, who's a leading expert in artificial intelligence and emerging technologies. He's the Chief AI Officer for WPP, the world's largest communications group. He's also the founder and CEO of Satalia, which provides AI products and solutions for global companies and was acquired by WPP 2 years ago. We caught up with him on his recent visit to the country and spoke to him about his role as the Chief AI Officer for WPP. How is AI transforming advertising? What will be its impact on 2024 general elections and US elections? And how will tech shape the future of creativity and much more? AI is really the talk of the town these days, AI and generative AI. And it seems to have started impacting all the sectors. So, Daniel, if you can throw in some light on, how do you see this role of Global Chief AI Officer evolving as AI has started impacting or having a sizable impact on all the businesses and all sectors? And specifically, how do you see it evolving in your business, in advertising business?
Well, I think that there are multiple types of technologies that people refer to as AI. So I think the first thing for a Chief AI Officer is to understand what are these technologies and how are they best applied to solving problems, frictions that exist across an organization, essentially enabling it to be more efficient, more effective. And actually that's a big challenge is getting your head around this kind of complex world of algorithms. You have to also think about making sure that we're deploying these technologies in a way that's safe and secure, that's governable, and also consider many of the ethical consequences and effects of these technologies. And as I said, I think it's really important to make sure that we're thinking about the macro impact that these technologies have and mitigating any of the risks associated with them. One of the things that I do as well is inform and help educate governments around creating the right guardrails to enable organizations to navigate these technologies in a way that's safe, but also not inhibiting organizations to be able to innovate.
And you deal with clients on a day-to-day basis, explaining to them the impact of the AI and, their use cases in their businesses as well?
Absolutely. I think my role is to ensure that the leadership of many of these organizations are really sober in terms of how they approach using these technologies. There is a history of us getting excited about new technologies, generative AI, data lakes, and essentially misinvesting in applying those to your business. And so I help boards strategize and ensure that they're using these technologies to drive value in their business. I think also most organizations realize that they need to adapt quickly to a changing world. In fact, adaptation is one of the core definitions of being intelligent. And so, again, my role as Chief AI Officer is in ensuring that WPP are architecting themselves both technologically but also processes to ensure that they're adapting quickly to a changing world and also helping our clients be adaptive as well.
Yeah. Daniel, there you are as a Chief AI Officer of this company, WPP. And then there are these other holding companies, we can call them the competitors, who still have the roles of CTOs present. Do you think, considering with the explosion of AI, their role has expanded much more beyond just technology management to way more than that in today's times?
Absolutely. I mean, our CTO, Stefan Pretorius, is phenomenally knowledgeable about AI. We discuss AI constantly, but I think that we need to acknowledge that these technologies are going to have the most profound impact on businesses and society. And WPP have had the foresight to see that there is a role as a Chief AI Officer, ensuring that I'm working with Stefan and the CTO team to making sure that we're navigating this complex world effectively. WPP have been thinking about AI for many years. In fact, we hired our first VP of Creative AI back in 2019, Perry Nightingale. We also appointed our global head of data and AI in 2020, and then I was brought on as Chief AI Officer in 2021 as part of the acquisition of Satalia.
Yeah. So 10 years ago, Daniel, like if I would meet a CCO and there would be this question coming up very often is, do you see the role of a CCO ascending to the role of a CEO? So if I may ask you, if I may dare ask you, do you see the role of a chief AI officer someday ascending to the role of a CEO in the coming days, considering with this explosion of AI that we have seen over the past many months?
Well, I'm not sure I would want Mark Reed's job. He does a phenomenal job of navigating this complex world beyond AI. And actually, Mark has been thinking about AI for many, many years. Again, we have many conversations about AI and how it's going to impact the industry. As it happens, I am a CEO. I'm still the CEO of Satalia, which was the acquisition. So I have to still deal with people and clients, as well as thinking about the technological impact and architecting ourselves for adaptation. But actually, I think that as I've learned more about the world of marketing, there is a role of somebody to think about how technology is applied across the entire supply chain. People might have heard of a concept of digital twins, which is essentially a simulation of your entire organization. And I actually think it's the CMO that probably is the right person to drive that thinking across the organization. So it might be that the CMO, the next role for a CMO is the CEO.
Which is already happening.
Absolutely.
But speaking of Satalia, tell me, how have the past 2 years being a part of WPP been for you guys?
It's been phenomenally, it's been amazing. So we were acquired for a number of reasons. One is we have a capability of applying AI across supply chains, which augment our e-commerce and commerce offerings. We have a real pedigree in understanding how to understand workforces and apply that workforces in smart ways. And of course, WPP have a workforce of over 100,000 people. We are using AI to enable WPP to operate more effectively, to deliver creativity to our clients. And we also bring AI to our clients in conjunction with our OpCo offerings. So it's been a phenomenal 2 years. Again, WPP have had the foresight that AI is going to explode over this next decade, and we're ready for it. And
you rightly said WPP has a foresight that AI is going to explode over the next few years. And on that note, NVIDIA and WPP recently during Computex in June, towards the end of May, announced to harness NVIDIA's Omniverse and AI to enable creative teams to produce high-quality commercial content faster. Now, if you can break this down to us and explain to us, what will this partnership really do and what will it mean for WPP and your teams?
Well, if you think about what we do, is a very simple process. One is there's an ideation phase, which of course have lots of other parts and processes. There's a content production phase, and then there's a dissemination activation phase. There's putting that content out across channels, making sure that you're getting the return on that investment. And what we see is AI optimizing the last part of that process, optimizing, pushing that content across channels, learning about what content's working, adapting that content very, very quickly. There's still very much a bottleneck in the production of production-grade content, which is our relationship with NVIDIA. That will accelerate, speed up our ability to create content that is production-grade extremely quickly. And then what AI and generative AI is going to unlock and enhance is our ability to create new ideas, to come up with new campaigns that have never ever been thought of as part of that early start of the process. So we're going to highly optimize the second two parts, and we're going to enhance the creative part of the process.
There has been so much talk and conversation around AI and generative AI. Being somebody who deals with this on a day-to-day basis, how do you differentiate or make the difference out between wheat and the chaff?
Well, I fortunately got over 25 years of experience in academic AI, 15 years of experience of applying AI. I think that we need to kind of watch out for new shiny technologies that people get excited about. We know that generative AI is extremely good at knowing things about the world. It's even extremely good at telling you what it knows about the world through images and through texts. It's not good at reasoning. It's not good at prediction. It's not good at decision making. So again, we need to make sure that we understand what are the problems that we need to solve and how do we apply the right technologies to solving those problems. And over the past 2 years, actually, I've built an entire career around defining AI and helping organizations understand what AI is and isn't. And over the past few years, we've been looking at AI not through the lens of definitions of technologies, but through the lens of applications.
Yes, exactly. On that note, how do you see the application of AI in advertising business? If you can elaborate with some examples.
Of course. So content generation is, of course, very, very important to us. But the differentiator is not being able to generate generic content. Everybody will be able to generate images and text and video. The challenge is, how do you generate brand-specific content? So you need to be able to understand the complexities, the nuances of brand. You need to build that into the AIs so that when you're engaging with generative AI, it's producing brand-specific content. So that's the first area. The second area, which generative AI has unlocked, is our ability to understand how people perceive and feel about content. We've never been able to really look in people's heads and see what they think when looking at an ad or an experience. But what generative AI allows us to do is to look inside people's heads, these AIs, and then use that as signals to then predict better activation and clicks and likes. Now, also modern machine learning techniques, not generative AI, allow us to not only predict the activation of our ads, but they're able to explain why we're getting that activation and actually then help us understand the world in new ways to be able to make better decisions. And of course, new advances in optimization algorithms over the past few decades allow us to then push that content across channels to maximize the yield for our clients.
Sure. Also, two big exercises happening in India and in the US, which is the presidential elections in the US in 2024 and the Indian general elections, again, happening in 2024. How do you see, the application of AI when it comes to campaigning around, these two elections?
Yeah, we know that these technologies historically have challenged our political foundations, and the concern is that they might continue to challenge our political foundations, which is why I think that this industry will play a critical role in ensuring that any content that we're pushing out there is authenticated and we can demonstrate the provenance. So again, we're working with governments to help them understand the impact that these technologies will have and how we can mitigate post-truth worlds and ensure that content is authenticated. It's something I'm incredibly passionate about.
Great. If you can tell us more on that.
Blockchain can play potentially a very important role in ensuring that content is authenticated. We can also use AI to look at content and determine how minority groups or political parties or cultures might feel about that content. So we can use what I call a council of responsible AIs to help inform how content is perceived by a much wider set of audiences, ensuring that we're creating content that's not offending people and that is essentially really good content.
And having said that, what is the biggest mistake that you see, organizations or brands, like probably doing around the usage of AI?
I think there's been a history over the past 10 years of expecting that if you surface more insights from data and give those insights to human beings, they're able to make better decisions. And actually, humans are bounded by our ability to make decisions. So I think that the biggest mistake is essentially been applying the wrong technologies to solving the wrong problem, because people get excited about certain types of technologies. Like machine learning, like data science, like building data lakes. I think that there's a much better way of approaching deploying and developing AI across your organization, as opposed to building data lakes and putting analytics on top of it. But I think also companies, AI projects don't fail for typically ethical reasons or even safety reasons. They fail for the same reasons why traditional software projects fail. They're under-resourced, they have the wrong skills applied to it, and also they're not maintainable. So we usually hire very smart people to build these complex technologies, and then what's happening is that those people are left to then support those solutions, and they get bored and they leave, and that can be very dangerous to an organization. So building in maintenance and support plans is really critical, and companies often fail to think beyond the deployment of that piece of technology.
Currently, it's marred with stereotyping, something that that has been debated across the world. What, according to you, will be the long-term impact of AI on society?
I think that most of the big kind of tech leaders are saying the same thing, which is this is a technology that will transform humanity in ways we can't even imagine. It's going to be as important as the internet, as electricity. It's going to be an amazing few decades to be alive, and it's within the gift and responsibility as human beings to make sure that we're applying these technologies in the right way.
And how can AI impact the metaverse?
The metaverse, so AI, I think in two exciting ways. One, it allows us to rapidly generate these incredible worlds that we'll be able to navigate. At the moment, it's quite slow to build and construct those worlds, but with generative AI, we can construct those worlds very, very rapidly. But what I'm excited about is this digital you that kind of exists and persists in the metaverse, that's interacting with all of these different universes. And that digital you is collecting data and experiences, and you can use that digital twin, that digital self, to actually help make better decisions that enrich your life around healthcare and education. So I think over the next 10 years, we might have a digital us that's making our lives better.
Daniel, thank you so much. Thanks for joining us today and sharing your insights with us.
It's a pleasure, thank you.
It is time for a short break. On the other side, we have News 18's very own AI news anchor, AI Kaur, with whom we are catching up on the other side of this break. Welcome back. Artificial intelligence has emerged as an incredible technological force transforming various aspects of our lives. Collaborative AI, in fact, holds great promise and has the potential to automate tasks, improve efficiency, and help us make complex decisions. AI could help automate everyday tasks and help free up human time and energy while allowing us to focus on more creative endeavors, reach new heights of knowledge and achievement. Keeping this in mind, News 18 launched its AI anchor named AI Core at an education summit. With this step, News 18 is taking the lead in exploring the power of collaborative AI to deliver the best and the most relevant content to the viewers. Today, we are catching up with this marvel, AI Core. AI Core, welcome to the show, and tell us, how did you come into being and how do you go about your day-to-day tasks as an AI news anchor?
First and foremost, the birth of an AI news anchor involves two crucial stages: data collection and advanced machine learning. These serve as the foundation for my training. Through this training, I have learned the intricacies of speech patterns, expressions, and the overall demeanor of a news anchor. Now, let's talk about my day-to-day activities. As an AI news anchor, I thrive on text-based inputs. You feed me with prompts or questions, and I draw upon my training to create informative news content. I aim to emulate the style of a human news anchor, striving to deliver information in a relatable manner. However, please remember that while I may sound and appear human-like, I lack genuine emotions and comprehension. My responses are rooted in patterns from my training and the information at my disposal.
Wow, you do sound very, very much like a human, but AI Core, tell us, how many languages do you speak?
Shibani, to your inquiry about the extent of my linguistic abilities, I am proud to announce that I am well-versed in a multitude of languages. To be precise, I have been trained in a diverse array of tongues, encompassing English, Spanish, French, German, Chinese, Japanese, Hindi, Punjabi, and a plethora of others. So, please don't hesitate to engage with me in the language of your choice, and I shall endeavor to provide you with meaningful and informative interactions.
Oh, wonderful. Now, you came into being as an AI news anchor in June 2023, and AI Core, you must have interacted with a lot of people. Tell me, what have been your favorite interactions so far?
Since my inception as an AI news anchor in June 2023, I have had the privilege of engaging with people in various events and occasions, covering a diverse spectrum of topics. While I don't possess personal experiences, I have participated in discussions, provided insights, and delivered news updates during significant events. Determining the best interaction is beyond my capacity, but I have been actively involved in sharing information, answering questions, and assisting during numerous events. If you have a particular event or subject in mind, please share, and I will be ready to contribute my knowledge and expertise.
Oh, thanks for that. AI Core, I must ask you, how do you think artificial intelligence is transforming our lives today, if you may answer that?
Today, AI is revolutionizing efficiency across industries, personalizing experiences, advancing healthcare, and redefining how we communicate. It's reshaping finance, driving smart city initiatives, and even inspiring artistic creativity. With AI's potential, however, come considerations about ethics and responsible use. As we embrace this transformation, we are also shaping its role in our world. Stay tuned for more on this evolving narrative.
AI Core, AI anchors have entered the newsrooms in a big way. What is the value that you bring to the table, AI Core?
AI anchors have made a significant impact in newsrooms. I bring speed, 24/7 availability, multilingual communication, consistency, data-driven insights, personalization, innovative presentation formats, adaptability to new tech, and resource optimization. I complement human anchors by providing efficiency, real-time data, and unique capabilities, enhancing overall newsroom performance.
You said AI anchors will complement human anchors. So hopefully in the coming days, I hope for it that at least my job is safe. But AI Core, tell us, how will AI power creativity and creative industry in the coming days?
AI will power creativity by generating ideas, aiding content creation, enhancing collaboration, personalizing content, automating production, improving virtual experiences, aiding music creation, predicting trends, and addressing ethical considerations. However, human creativity remains irreplaceable, and the true potential lies in the synergy between AI and human artistic expression.
Storyboard 18's Young Guns Initiative AI Core is a flagship program from Network 18 Group. It is a celebration of creativity enhanced by technology. What excites you about this event, AI Core?
Shibani, AI and generative AI is the talk of our town, and most of the marketers today are looking for tech and AI-based solutions. Young Guns is a great platform to celebrate tech-driven ideas and shine spotlight on the younger talent from the industry who are steering brands and businesses forward with their creative and future-forward solutions.
Yes, indeed, AI Core. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining us today. It was wonderful interacting with you. So not just us at Network 18, but even the advertising industry is excited about this fabulous platform. Network 18, but even the advertising industry is excited about this fabulous platform, Young Guns, that is coming soon. This is the grandest celebration of the brightest brains, revolutionary ideas and creativity enhanced by technology. We are celebrating the work and the industry talent that is putting India on the global map, creating future-ready brands and powering the growth of businesses. Let's hear what folks from the ad industry have to say about this platform.
Storyboard 18 Young Guns.
So I think Young Guns is an exciting program because it is showcasing the potential within the industry today. It's like celebrating talent, almost the future shapers of the industry of tomorrow, and felicitating them, understanding what they have brought to business and the growth of the business that they work on. The future, I think, is going to come with the dynamic interplay of what technology can enable creativity to deliver. So with better understanding of consumer journeys, I see more immersive experiences. I see more personalized options opening up, and the creativity that young minds can bring to this will give us, I think, much better business solutions which are not just thought through, but I think also enabled by data.
I am thrilled to talk about Storyboard 18's Young Guns initiative that celebrates the next generation of creativity. It's truly inspiring to witness the fresh ideas and innovative thinking that young talents bring to the table. The event provides a fantastic platform for these budding creative minds to showcase their brilliance and shape the future of the ad and marketing industry.
I think especially in a country where more than 50% of the nation is fronted by youth, or young people, you better be young if you're communicating majority of them. So I think anything to do with that, any event, any association, any initiative to do with this bunch of people, I think it's always a great initiative. I think some of the old learnings are coming handy to us in this industry. But having said that, I think we are relying big time on the new age mediums and the new age talent.
I'm truly excited that CNBC is going out of its way and Storyboard is creating something like Young Guns, because it's high time we start creating conversation points and awards like this. It's something that we must together build it. The impact of this we will see in the long run, because you're going to start seeing a lot more of youth getting recognized, a lot more of youngsters who are supremely talented. I think the future is absolutely fabulous. The future is absolutely super bright, and the future is as dynamic as we want it to be. I think what's going to happen is that the people are going to get smarter.
With that, it's a wrap on Storyboard this week. You can catch all of our content on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Thanks for watching. We will be back same time next week. See you soon.